crank it. wake up, what do only thing that kept my heart beating. No one listen these songs wide awake. Only come out at night, but we're still looking for a sign. But when I wake up, I can't help but to wonder, is it seeing me?
and never ending. When the nights are feeling lonely, there's a place that I can go, where the birds are free to roam. In the sky, flying high, over fields of green. And where the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright. Pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on. We're the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright. Pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on.
I can't
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers. Standing in the shade, going louder. We are all one color, standing in the way.
wherever you're hiding from the storm, I'll be the light that keeps you warm. In an unfamiliar place, I will be the guiding face you know, waiting to take you home. Oh. Through the fire we will go, underneath the sparks we glow. Take a chance, we don't have long, we'll be burning on and on. To the unknown, I'll be the light that leads you home. When the world is tumbling down, I will be the ground that breaks your fall. I'll save you from it all. No. Through the fire we will go, underneath the sparks we glow. Take a chance, we don't have long, we'll be burning on and on. We'll be burning on and on.
this too much? What's there left to say? Throw your stones the river. Like me it drifts away. I would watch you stare. I would.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VEGA SQUADRON versus HORDE here at the WellPlay Invitational Season 7. This is the very first match in the season for these two teams, and in fact the very first one for VEGA SQUADRON themselves. They have not taken part in any of the previous seasons, so they're going to look to come out swinging here up against a team that beat them just a couple of days ago in, I believe, the D2CL qualifiers or something. HORDE beat them 2-1, of course, still within that same configuration that they're in right now. With Iskils leaving, they replaced him with the Coon, also known as 33. So this promises to be a very exciting matchup. My name is DragonJob, and of course I'm once again joined by the illustrious PQMZ man. Are you excited?
Oh, really illustrious?
Remaining.
I like to think so sometimes, yeah. I mean, you can always hope.
You.
You can always hope.
Thank you. Yeah, it should be a good game. I think HORDE have got a much better chance with their current roster. So, it'll be a much closer set of games.
Yeah, the Coon has definitely been one of these players where he's I feel like he has not always consistently brought that high level, but he's definitely up there on a good day. He can hold the water to any of them.
The thing is, he's a huge playmaker, and Borg seems fairly reliable. Excalibur's a bit, hit or miss occasionally. So I think they need someone who can play with Pablo and make a lot of things happen.
Dire team pick.
I think eSkills made a lot of bad decisions in nearly every game I've seen, where it cost them the game. And I'm not necessarily saying it wasn't his team telling him to go in or something, but it was a net result.
Yep.
So hopefully they mesh a bit better. I really like this roster. I think it can go pretty deep.
5 seconds remaining.
Can you ever not like a hot roster with Pablo on it though?
Reserve time.
The player,
yeah. I've played a few games with Pablo in the past, and he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. It's always fun to watch because he always, if he can get his hands on one of his heroes, quote unquote, like the Ursprint he already picked up, or the Rubik. You were talking about playmakers, and he's definitely also one of them.
Team ban.
He can pull off some amazing stuff every once in a while. So with the Ursprint this time around, hope that we can see some of that. But for now, VEGA SQUADRON, they got themselves their hands on the big bear, the lone druid, plus a shadow demon now. So they're just setting up for some sort of illusion-based play. Is that still alive, or is it just for safety?
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not too sure why the shadow demon, honestly. I mean, I suppose it works with lone druid, but I feel like it's not a traditional combo at all, so it must be something they're comfortable with, or it's something they've found success with against Core Venge as a possibility.
Yep. Well, looking at the bans so far, nothing too crazy. Underlord actually making it to the second phase. Meepo doesn't, of course. Meepo seems like the flavor of the month hero.
Broken on this patch, it's completely and utterly insane. So I think you can first pick that hero, get countered by 3 or 4, and you can still win the game.
Man.
Because it just peaks before any of its counters can actually deal with it, that's the thing. It was like Huskar back in the day.
5 seconds
Pick counters against it, but you have to get the game to 15-20 minutes where you aren't 10k gold behind and all your towers down for you to have a chance. Meepo is a very similar thing these days. He gets treads, 2 sets of Dragon Lance, 2 Dragon Lances for 12 minutes, then he buys a Blink or an Axe, and it's just you can't kill that hero if he has any form of sustain on his team.
Yep. It's almost like he gets as much he gets as much money as an alchemist, except earlier and also with the levels on top of it. And he doesn't need quite as much.
Yeah, he has way earlier impact and he fights really well.
Well,
He's also pretty
10
cancerous to draft
seconds
against.
remaining.
So roots being how they are as well now, that was a huge buff to him.
Oh, yeah.
5
The
seconds
hero definitely
remaining.
needs a tweak.
well, we'll see when Valve addresses that, but in the meantime,
Dire team
there probably won't be too many games we actually see that hero now again.
It's a shame.
Speaking of heroes that we don't see, Beastmaster. Haven't seen that one in a while. But normally it lends itself well to these kind of mid-game push strats when you can benefit from the
10
attack
seconds
speed. You have that
remaining.
big cooldown, or that big long range disable as well.
5
The Primal Roar.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, HORDE definitely setting up for something that
Reserve
involves
time.
a lot of grouping up.
Is that the way to
When
deal with the
Ben's
lone druid?
beat.
Just
Radiant team
group
pick.
up, try and disable him when he comes close early on.
I think the way to deal with Lone Druid is like any other hero. You just have to play your game and I suppose you do have to worry
10
about him at
seconds
certain
remaining.
points, but not a hero that you can
5 seconds remaining.
like, put too many things into countering him, I suppose. You just have to play your game, I think.
Reserve time.
Like, HORDE have certainly got something in mind. Chen's a pretty obvious
Dire
follow-up,
team
so
pick.
they've got a core bench. Can allow the Earth Spirit to move around, have a melee support. Beastmaster can put a bit of pressure with him, or their mid player can. Then it's just a matter of how well Vega can
10
stop the early
seconds
push, I think.
remaining.
Right now, Lena's decent at de-pushing, but the other two heroes are pretty awful at fighting.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, and the Terrorblade. It's also not perfect at fighting these kind of drawn-out engagements with a lot of creeps around. I feel like with the catch the HORDE already have with the Earthbird.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's like normally a
5
Chen
seconds
push.
remaining.
You might get a tier 1 or something of a smoke gank a bit earlier, but your push generally comes around
Reserve
the
time.
8-12 minute mark. And sometimes there's a mech involved, sometimes it's just 4 creeps and your carry having like a Helm of the Dominator and your auras being leveled. And TB is somewhat strong if he can be allowed to be on the other side of the map and split push. You can trade towers at the same pace as the Chen push most of the time. And once that team that's grouped up and is under-leveled, you can come in and you can do a lot of damage. The only thing I'd worry about is Chen getting creeps and coming to your lane. Where TB is really weak against us.
Yep. That's what I'm...
They definitely need a more deep push.
Yep.
Their offlaner has to provide something, I think, otherwise they just lack like control over the game.
That's what I'm worried about as well. This HORDE lineup is really designed to strike early. Then you have a Shadow Demon, which cannot... Sure, you can maybe dodge
Dire
a
team
gank on a
ban.
solo hero, but all that's delayed a little bit with the disruption. But if that's a full-fledged push, then there's not a whole lot that Shadow Demon can do if they just run at you. And you don't have time to just spam out Shadow Poison if that's even the build these days. But with Shadow Demon Lina...
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, normally Shadow Demon Lina, if that's a support Lina, you maybe want to look towards
5
this
seconds
QW approach,
remaining.
where you have the Light Strike array to follow up the disruption for some easy kills, but can they afford
Reserve
that is the
time.
question.
If their early game goes really well, then yes. If they fail their ganks, it might feel like you need to take Shadow Poison just as any kind of a
Dire team
fight will
pick.
go on a while if HORDE are hitting the tower and you can poke at them with spells. If you stack 5 of those up, suddenly you can actually viably go in.
Oh yeah.
So it's very likely you see that. Got a
10
lot of work to do
seconds
with that last
remaining.
pick here. Right now, their form of initiation is running at them
5
with Shadow
seconds
Demon or
remaining.
hitting like a Yules on Lina, which is not the best into 5 heroes.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
They also have minimal D-push from either of their other cores. So
they have some time to think about it. So do we if they use all of it. So what would you be looking at right now?
I think Sand King was like the best ban they could have done. But
Maybe something like a Puck. some silence control for team fights.
I think Puck is a offlane is just too underfarmed to play against like a Spirit. Like, that hero just destroys you when you don't have the ability to get like yours somewhat quickly. And again, it's okay deep push, but just an orb doesn't kill a creep wave.
Yep.
And you can't really afford to go in and silence. They get a form of initiation instead. Like, this isn't necessarily the deep push route, but it's saying they want to take the tempo of the game on themselves a bit. They have two amazing tower hitters in Terrorblade Home Druid, so if they're ever defending the high ground like Lina and Shadow Demon, they can force trades comfortably. And then if Horde do back off, they can initiate with Centaur, or they play the early game route where they put a lot of pressure, they leave their supports with the Centaur, and they just create havoc. Horde do not have like very strong 1 to 3 to 4 minutes if Chen does not get good creeps and use them well. Vega can exploit that window a lot.
Alright, and the sniper last pick from Team Horde to round out their mid laner. So there's something that can match the range from the lone druid, blink away at each other, I suppose. And yeah, it's also a hero that should be relatively safe mid unless Shadow Demon and Lina just smoke up. Doesn't, or there are no wards or something. Because Centaur Warner's initiation, which is I don't know.
Remaining.
I guess when you get 6, you can just run at them quicker, I suppose. The Stampede.
That's just a really good fighting hero now. So.
Yeah, it's not the worst sniper game, I suppose. It never really is, unless there's like a lot of jump. Definitely gives them some of that actual right-click damage that they've been missing so far. I mean, sure, Venge can do something, but it's normally the hero that really shines if you have that damage deal out of the middle lane. It can really actually benefit from that aura.
Also the fact that if they see good initiations and Venges are only right-clicking hero, you don't have the confidence to like swap people in and take a fight as much. If it does go badly, then you lose your Venge. The way they have Sniper and Venge is not the only thing they have to focus on. So you can feasibly use the Venge to like swap out of position heroes in, punish them when you're pushing high ground.
30 seconds to battle.
But I like the smoke from Vega because they do have to get some control of the woods. And their game plan definitely down a lot if they can win this.
Smoked up here, take control of this radiant side jungle, and this is like textbook anti-Chen. Get some wards out, this one's blocking the small camp as well. So
the battle begins.
Of course, with the secondary jungle, it's a little bit easier. Chen can fall back onto that, possibly. And still have some creeps to work with. And put in some more pressure up towards the top lane, but now, okay, first blood already. They do actually find a +1 down here. Yeah.
I'm the one who just woke up 10 minutes ago. Jesus.
Got the tail end of it.
That was nice from them. They like hid in the trees here, and I think Venge didn't read that they'd smoked into the woods, so I thought it was just a lonely Centaur, and lo and behold, he gets gangbanged.
Still sticking around now, working towards the middle lane. They will find Pablo in the trees now, and they still decide to go for Excalibur's and Neko. Walking in for Lightstruck Array a little bit too late this time. And now the roll. Snake's the one taking quite a bit of damage. He has to walk through the shrapnel. This could be a kill for Pablo. Yeah, he's the one getting that last punch in with the staff. So that second movement didn't quite work out the way they planned.
No, I think once they saw a Spirit, they had like 2 different reactions. Dima was like, yeah, we can still go for this. And Ako's like, no, dude, no, there's no kill here. Then they get pretty well counterplayed. Pablo's got a lot to do this game if they roam like this. But it does look like they're going back to having the Lina top. Otherwise, Beastmaster just has way too free of a lane.
Yeah. 5 armor, Puman shield, you can hold your own for a little bit. Even up against Metamorphosed, that's the word, Terrorblade. But then now Lina helping out a bit.
I don't see what the Lena's going to do if Chen gets good creeps, so
Oh,
that's
God.
the only problem.
Alright, disruption into stump, that works.
If they're getting killed on the other side of the map, then it's more than fine. The pressure. And is a very timing-based hero these days. Now they get a nice easy dive because the wave's pushed in.
Pablo right-clicking away, nice little stun onto 2, and that's a nice little Saturn nuke as well. Snako not having too many health points to deal with that, and now starting to chip away the Chiraciomas there as well. Those are the disruption. Gets a soul catch on creep, not what you wanted, not that it matters too much anyway. Citira, well, he's in quite a bind, but his armor keeping him alive for the time being. Snako got enough time to actually TP back, but there's an extra nuke. And cool Terrorblade standing in the way of that. They do get the Chen in return, but still a good trade for Horde.
Yep, that's what they want. Both supports, top lane, dealing with the Chen pressure, which frees up their base sniper is
There we go.
good against Lone Druid, and then
Disruption, Light Strike Array follow-up, but Beastmaster actually still staying alive. I think it's a great combo, but after that, what do you actually have in lane with the Terrorblades?
Well, he doesn't have the Q yet, so that's his contribution out.
Let's talk about middle lane. Not too much action here, basically just trading CS.
rewarded.
Is this matchup going to evolve in later?
Because Pablo was there, skews the matchup a bit more in his favor.
That's a bit awkward here. Arcane runs into Sioma and Soneki was smoked up. There's the combination. Nice little stone there from Pablo, actually cancelling Mac's follow boost stop. Meanwhile, Sniper does get, solo killed while all that was happening. But fight down here, not done just yet. Mac finishes off that kill. He will give his own life for the cause, though. Corks feeding one over to him as the core avenge. At least a bit of a consolation prize there for Horde after losing the mid laner.
Yeah, Mag going down for support was definitely not the play, but Lone Druid found his roots.
You press the right buttons at the right time, I suppose. That's all there really is
Yeah,
to
you know
it.
what you have to do. Nice and easy, right?
Yep. Last Bulldog, you always got it. Back in the day.
Yeah, I think the game's about to pick up a lot as well, because Beastmaster's about to hit 6. Vision of where the other support is, so not easy.
All they have is one ward in the middle lane, whereas if you look at the die side vision, they also have one that's about to expire, but a fresh one up here. But yeah.
And it scouts the rotations. The Terrorblade can play a lot safer, and the supports can react.
bottom.
Dire's middle tower
Got
is under
almost the
attack.
entire VEGA squad taking care of this one.
Dire's
Mag
middle
farming up
tower
that
has
jungle.
fallen.
Meanwhile, up top, Ditira still farming. So overall, yeah, they need to find more of this, and
Radiant's
they're
bottom
doing that by
tower
putting
has
on pressure on tier 2.
Dire's middle tower
No
is
reason
under
not to, I
attack.
suppose, right?
Dire's structures
Yeah,
are
exactly.
fortified.
That's. I think Vega need a tiny bit more before they can like fight
Radiant
into them.
structures are fortified.
Perfect
I think
location.
otherwise here they do have Max setting up from behind, but they will find Snake first, but that assassinate not quite enough to bring him down.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It will finish off the tower, but at the same time, that was not the full force committed from Vega. Down bottom, G's already putting on some tremendous damage up on the tier 2. Top tier 1's also under the res as Ditira finishing that one off. Those will be repelled, but that's a good setup for later split push attempts when Horde want to try that again.
That's exactly what their game plan is. Set up the Lone Druid and the Terrorblade to be able to split push whenever Horde go down the lane. And then they play the economy game. When you group up like Vega just need to delay the game. Pushing high ground with shrines is nigh impossible, I think.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is
since the
under
shrine
attack.
change, you can't take them after tier 2s, it's a lot harder
Radiant's
to like
bottom
dissect the
tower
map
has
now.
fallen.
Yep.
Dire's top
It's a lot
tower
easier
is under
to
attack.
wait out these
Radiant's
early game
middle
pushes
tower
than it
is
was
under
last
attack.
time.
Every once in a while you get a treat like this. Pablo just walks into the bear, into the disruption, so that's a free pickup on top of the tier 2 that they finished off. And Horde is not in a position to actually get anything in return. Top lane is not really being pushed out now. Mac just straight up runs in, gets a stun on off the sniper, short range swap, try and get him away from the rest of his team. He ultimate from Lina, not enough to finish off Excalibur even with the soul catcher. Now the turnaround kill comes in. Oh, Sioma with the dodge and will disrupt you just in the nick of time. Will delay the inevitable and at least make sure that Arca gets a kill instead of Excalibur. That could have turned out so much worse for Horde actually.
Dire's top tower
Oh,
is
worse
under
for Vega.
attack.
Yeah.
Like, they went really deep and they didn't get the kill they committed on. And as soon as you commit all of that and he lives, he still like rain, right clicks, shrapnels, assassinates in, and
Yep. Especially in the high ground like that.
Tower is under attack.
they could very well look to capitalize on this, whether it's smoking in and fighting them, Roche as a trade for towers, or just keep out farming them like they're doing right now. The net worth's only going up for them.
Oh, yeah.
Their supports are suffering a tiny bit from not fighting, but they don't really care. Their cores are going to be the heroes that win them the game.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the cores are
What a faithful slave.
occupied in the top 3 slots and the net worth. I guess
fallen.
Beastmasters are up there together with the Terrorblade. But now this fight breaks out in the middle lane, a stun, and they will find a short range swap, and the Excalibur still goes down. As Stone for Pablo doing what he can with the silence, ultimate on a couple of heroes before it gets nuked down. That heal a little bit too late to save his life, but oh god, what was that? That was a sendback there on Gorgs, barely keeping him alive. as
Dire's
Horde
top tower
retreats.
is under attack.
Calamity in mid lane as they get
Radiant's
run
middle
over.
tower
Tier
is
1
under
has
attack.
fallen. Tier 2 just taking a bit of chip damage, but Vega not necessarily in the shape to continue this fight. In fact, they're retreating right now, but they still are going to be very happy with how that turned out. On the other side, might use the Roar, but instead to slow some of the boss more than enough.
You made
So
quite a mess.
this movement's just to secure their own jungle, try and get some stabilization going, I suppose.
It was a smoke down to like catch anyone and then go for this other tier 1 tower. But because they found Seema, it's a pretty irrelevant hero to find, and it also gives Vega 10-15 seconds more to prep they would have otherwise had, I think. But I actually don't think that smoke helps them that much. You know, that kill I actually think is just a negative.
Dire's
but
bottom tower is under attack.
they're not going to think of it that way, obviously.
Yep.
They need like anything they can get right now. They're being massively outfarmed.
Dire's structures are
And
fortified.
their game plan doesn't really allow them to
Dire's
deviate from this
bottom
5-man
tower is
strategy
under
very
attack.
much. They can't split
Radiant's
up.
middle tower is under attack.
They're not farmed enough to like survive the ganks.
Kind of hold
Dire's
hands and
bottom
take the
tower
chances.
Has fallen.
Hope for a good
Yeah,
team
they
fight.
just have to get them
Tower
there.
is under attack.
So they can always
Dire's
hope that
structures are
Vega
fortified.
kind of do the same thing they did, where they
Dire's bottom
don't
tower is
prepare
under
their
attack.
defense properly and can get a quick pick with a swap or something.
Oh no.
Radiant's top tower has
The
fallen.
Roar and the
Yeah,
Sentinel
they
illusion.
could-
Feels bad,
Dire's
man.
bottom tower has fallen.
I think even if that was real, it's like the worst hero they could go on because he's got a hood and he's so tanky.
Or definitely take
Admittedly,
the
that
Roar.
illusion was nearly dead, but still. Now he's got a pipe as well, so Vega are getting all the tools they need. I imagine Horde are going to look towards the Roshan next. They can get it with a completely different thing though.
Yeah, at this point, Vega can feel more and more comfortable just fighting. As I said, they have that pipe, they have the bling, they have a tanky centaur, they have a lone druid who is halfway to Mjolnir and can stand on the outskirts. Dragonlance already, so you have that range to work with.
As well,
Yeah.
like,
Set in stone.
Well,
gonna
roll
make a
across.
huge difference.
And we'll find the bear. Can they kill the bear? Well, maybe, maybe not. Saboteur to the latest, a little bit more like Galba. Chipping away, assassination. Should do the trick, but it's 5 people chasing a unit. Sure, it's worth $300 Renos, but is it really giving them the control that they need?
I don't think they're ever going to have control because they have to do it as 5 heroes. Whereas Vega, they can push a lane with 1 or 2 heroes. Lena's pretty good, Centaur's pretty good, Lone Druid's pretty good.
Radiant's middle tower
These heroes
is
can
under
push the
attack.
lanes, and if the supports get in a
Top
position
tower
where
is under
they're
attack.
clutching at
Radiant's
straws.
middle tower has fallen.
You know, they have to force a mistake. So I don't think just going down a lane with 5 heroes is going
Dire's
to force
top
a
tower
mistake.
has fallen.
Vega seem a bit too disciplined for that
Yep.
in most of the games I've seen of them. They're one of the more sound teams. They always make like
Radiant's
Smart
bottom
rotation.
tower is under attack.
You saw it right then. I mean, they didn't have vision on Horde, as they were just hiding inside the dire side woods. So they didn't actually fully commit to the tier 2 push, even though all of them were in the general area. So they just sent the illusions forward until they know, alright, they're actually up there and not just hiding in bases, smoking up behind us or something. So, As a result, just a straight tier 2 for tier 2 trade. And,
Again, favors Vega.
yeah. Look at this, Zero Montenegro. Hiding in the trees. Oh, they're fighting Excalibur here. Glimmer Cape into disruption, the Soul Catcher follow up, and that's an easy kill. No mana for the ultimate, but the right clicks will do the trick. Maybe they can get a counter with the Roar. Stone to follow up, but yeah, as you said, if the supports die, do you really care? Don't think they do,
Definitely
especially
not.
Yeah, exactly. Especially not if you get snipe in return, and look at this Roche bait as well.
Yeah, Vega just completely outplayed them.
Yeah.
That move.
It's quite nice to
Thing
see.
is,
And then DD rune as well from Dichirale. Centaur will kill himself or his brethren, I suppose. 2 more still in the employ of the Chen. As they try to do something here, but without the sniper, can he really fight?
I think they have
Sacrificing
to
the
delay it.
creeps, yeah. Okay, Paolo is just going in, gets the ultimate off, but only on G, who's thinking enough that he doesn't really care. Swap out will not save him, and in fact, disruption comes through. Just well, if the plan was to delay, then sure they did that, but for how much longer? Excalibur, oh no, blink across from Mac, he'll find him too. And one last right click from Dichirale across the walls of the pit. Well, given a double kill, they still get the Roche. HORDE, well, they weren't up against it before now. They definitely are right the hell at this very moment.
Yeah, that's nail number 1 in the coffin.
To recap, HORDE lost a couple of heroes. Was a full 5-man wipe, Pablo bought back even, so they got the Aegis. They've got net worth advantage on all their cores. Is there anything else that they need? Or to just wait for the next round of items and then go?
TP has Manta as soon as he gets side shot. Solar Crest is not really worth waiting for, so unless they are scared of pushing into the high ground and they just want to Aegis to continue farming, I think they could go.
Oh, look at
They don't have to go, that's for luxury, you know, they're under no pressure at all right now. They can just continue doing what they're doing, where they force to split up the map, because you can't 5-man at 20 minutes when the map's got no towers on it, you're just going to get split.
Yep.
And then Mag just reads the map correctly, he's in the right place, gets a nice free pick-off. And Chen just feels useless at this point, like all he can really do is send his creeps down a lane to push.
That's not exactly helpful.
I mean,
Might
it's
just be-
something, but it's like, it's not good enough.
You can only do that on one lane really, and then if it's the lane that Vega happens to be in, just turns into more food.
Oh, yeah, this is another TD.
Yeah, it is indeed. And that's the blink across. Absolutely annihilated.
Radiant's bottom
Tower also falling extremely quickly with all the Terror Blades and extra Terror Blade from double damage essentially. Excalibur he bought back already, he's chipping away.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
that's
is under
not the
attack.
Aegis target. That's not the Aegis hero here. So Dichirale will have to stun that and he will find it on Gorg's follow-up stun, so he just dies. And that's a 1 position. There's no meager support here, just giving his life. And yeah, Dichirale might
Radiant's
die
bottom
now
tower
maybe if
has
Excalibur.
fallen.
It's not even gonna be enough damage, is it? Nope. 4 stuff, just make sure he's far enough away from any further retaliation. Pablo, he's going in deep, but he's just gonna get right clicked down. By the illusions, not even by the real Terror Blade. Just going from bad to worse here. Instead of Rex down for
Dire's
nothing
top
gained
tower
really.
is
Okay,
under attack.
look at Shadow Demon. Okay, they can
Dire's
gain something
top
here as the
tower has
Coon
fallen.
does a split push up top. Finish it off tier 3 with the Necrobook. And will even lift his held tail.
Dire's top barracks
It's a
has
range track
fallen.
as well.
Damn. He's putting in work.
Yeah, he's doing what he can.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
bottom lane though. Ugh. Excalibur is so dead again.
Simply small son.
And I know he needs to get out to get farm, because otherwise he's not gonna do anything anyway. But it still just
They
hurts.
need to do it better than this.
Yeah.
Like, they need to. I don't know how to put it, but basically they need to plan how they're gonna even farm waves. That's how hard their game is right now. Because if they just walk out right now, the vision on the map, they just got the wards middle, and they have a ward on the tier 3 that just died for when they were under siege. These wards, they don't help you very much. So the second you go past where your tier 2s are, you're in no man's land. Anyone could be anywhere if you don't see them pushing lanes. The luxury with Vega's lineup is they have so many ways of getting illusions, or the bear can push with a Mjolnir. They don't actually have to show the heroes. They can play on a very dark map and exploit the hell out of that.
Gorgs might be in trouble up here. This G's running him down. There's plenty of more support coming, and yeah. I think Gorgs already realized that he's not long for the world, just trying to delay as much as he can. He does have the Coon here, but if he shows himself, he's just as dead.
They needed some funky swap bling to play, and they both TPL.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's prone to getting them both killed. And he's probably like, no dude, you fucked up. I ain't dying for your sins.
Not on my watch.
I'm the carry of this game.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically is.
He has to be, yeah.
Yeah, and now he's at least in a position to cut the wave as well, so... This is something that favors him, I suppose. It buys him a tiny bit more time, but...
Problem is he carries in much the same fashion that a Lycan would carry, except you don't have the move speed. But you...
Beastmaster.
Yeah. Like, you can kill people quite easily if you blink, roar, pop your necro, then you just right click down. It's pretty damn strong, yeah, case in point, right here. You will be able to get this Lina. But then, what do? Just TP out? That's not gonna work. And yeah, it's only a Lina. Now he's dying for the sins.
Alina's gonna be up in 10 seconds, she can TP, and then... If they want, they can push. They've got a BKB, got meta available, they've even got a haste rune and a fresh scatty on the TB, so... They were looking for a chance to push. They know there's no Raw for a few more seconds, they know there's no Necro book.
Yep.
Say it's a pretty good window for them. Looks like they want to exploit it as well.
Sniper's like 1.5 items behind, and without him you don't... You have a bit of burst, I guess. But you need that sustained damage, you need that strong right-click damage to actually deter Vega from just taking it to the chin for a moment, and then just doing this, just rapidly mauling down these towers between all these throwaway units, the bears and whatnot. And the tankiness here from Terror Lane.
But the illusions are just...
Yeah. A lot of damage being done to the Terror Blade here, might just have to summon something else, but instead he just gets... Oh, nice swap there actually on Mag. Gorgs, that was the summon that we were looking for, plus the finish off from Lina, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Dejira still alive and kicking, Pablo trying to do what he can, follow up Raw down to Terror Blade, but where's the damage once again? So much help coming out from Vega with the glimmers and destructions and everything. Excalibur too far forward. It's getting absolutely annihilated. Wouldn't be too surprised to see the GG called soon, but...
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
3, 2, 1...
Almost.
Yeah, I had it on
right on
1,
money.
dude. That's what I was counting down
yeah, of
for.
course. You're counting to 1.
I don't go to 0, dude. That's a waste of my time. But this game basically came down to... Vega had better lanes because their roaming duo worked, and their centaur was able to pretty much free farm. And their windows were just stronger. Like, I don't feel the Chen had impact this entire game. Yes, he helped them be able to push with the free farm army, but got that one rotation pop that got a kill on the Lina and the Terror Blade, and that's about all he got outside of tower pushing. Neck was super late, he was level 6 when he was pushing tier 2s, and I think they just kind of went a bit too all in. But I don't blame them because of how they drafted. They kind of might as well try and go for that super early 5-man and take the gold. They could just war.